and gentlemen, hello, my name is Austin from awfulmedia.com, and you may not remember who I am. I'm the guy that used to try to teach you some website stuff, and it's been a while since I've done that. So, all I can say is sorry, and I'll talk about it more in the future when the project I was working on, and a couple projects I'm working on, near completion. I hope to be able to share that with you pretty soon. Nothing too fancy, just a little bit of web stuff that'd be pretty cool to share with you guys. And I swear I did not start recording because I heard the train coming. He's not blowing his horn yet. I don't know. There he is. There it goes. It's kind of just like expected now. Like you just kind of, when you watch one of my videos, like, where's the train at? I don't hear the train. Where's the train? There's the train. He's going by. He's fine. So what was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, so I'm back, pretty much. I do have quite a bit of work to do still, but I think I'm going to be able to work in YouTube pretty well into my project time, because I like to have some free time. I like to I like to play games. I like to watch TV, and if I don't have that time, I will go insane. So we don't want that. So I'm trying to I'm going to push it in to my schedule and give you guys the videos you've been waiting for. So today's video is pretty much just a, hey, I'm back, and we're going to talk a little bit about some stuff in our theme. Don't expect all that much. We're going to talk about the meta tag, the Viewport meta tag. That's going to be the topic for this video, and that's going to be about all we touch on. But that's we're getting started again, so that's good. Two things you'll notice. I am, one, recording in 1080p. I know, it's cool, right? Before, the limitation was not my computer's hardware in any way. It was actually my monitor. I could not record because my max resolution was 1400 by 900. But that has changed. I have an awesome new monitor. It's just, I didn't know things could look so good. But yeah, and two, I'm using Sublime Text 2. I have not used Sublime Text. I'm using the free trial, which is kind of cool because, I mean, it's like this. It's the same thing. It's just like every now and then it'll say, hey, why don't you buy this thing and buy a license for it? And I will eventually. Don't worry about that. I'm loving it so far. I've not used very much of it, so I will make mistakes here and there. Like the autocomplete and stuff I'm still trying to learn all of that. Not really learn. I know how it works. Just get used to it. Get the feel of it. When you switch software, you have to kind of adapt to the software. So this video is going to be pretty short and sweet. A lot of rambling because I haven't spoke to you guys in forever and I missed you. So what we're going to do is set up the meta tag for the viewport. What is that? What that is it's a meta tag for the viewport. No, but what we're going to do is create a meta tag. Inside of this meta tag, we're going to name the meta tag. Name it Viewport. Right? So we're naming this meta tag Viewport so the device reading it realizes it contains some values that relate to the viewport. The devices that will be reading this, that will be searching for the viewport meta tag, are mostly modern, semi-modern smartphones and tablets and things like that. So the point of this viewport, though, or this meta tag, is the content value we're going to be able to set for it. And what we're going to be able to do is say, hey, whenever you load this web page, I want to make sure you load it at the maximum width the cell phone or tablet can support in the browser. Sometimes you may go to a responsive website if they don't have this meta tag. If they don't, they kind of must be an oversight. But if you go to it and it doesn't have this meta tag, you may just like slap it up in the corner, zoomed out, or it may not be the right width, it may just be all junked up. But we don't want that for our website. We want it to look good, right? So we want to set it to say, hey, when you load it to the maximum device width. So we want to say width equals, oops, I don't think we put that in quotes. I may just be crazy, but I don't think so. We're going to say device width. So it's going to grab the width of the device right when it loads and says, hey, that's the width this website should be. Website should be, blah, 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 blah. That's the width the website should be. We could put in a pixel value, say 300, 400, 320, 480, whatever, and that'll be the width it loads in. But we don't want to do that because we want it to be dynamic. We want it to be based on the phone and not just a set size. So that's that. We're going to put a comma there, separate it so we can add another value. This value is going to be the value for the zoom. We want to make sure it's not zoomed out, and we make sure it's not zoomed in. We want to set a strict zoom starting point. And in this case, it'll be called scale. So initial scale is the value we'll be setting here. And we're going to set that to 1. It's pretty much just 100%, not 150, not 50, 100%. So don't be zoomed out, don't be zoomed in. Be just right we need to be. And for us, that's all we're going to be doing. Now there's a couple more values you could set in here. One of them being you could set it to maximum zoom. So you can't zoom in any more than this, or set it to, you just restrict the zooms altogether. You can't zoom this far in, you can't zoom this far out, things like that. But we're not going to worry about that because I'm not really all about restricting the user. If they want to zoom in as far as the world will let them, then let them do it. If they want to zoom out to where they can't read anything, let them do it. Let the restriction be the phone in this case, because I don't really see the point. If the user is doing it intentionally, there must be a reason for it. And that is pretty much it for the educational part of the video. As you guys know, I like to ramble in my videos, and this video is going to be no different. We started with a ramble, and we're going to end with a ramble. We recently on the YouTube channel, while I was gone for 4 or 5 weeks, pretty much. I mean, I answered a few questions here and there. I replied to a couple PMs, and I made a couple comments over that time. And that's about all I did. And the reason is it wasn't that I didn't want to. It's just I try to set for myself, work allotment of time. And if I go over that time, then it's really cutting into other aspects of my life that I don't want to mess up, that I really need to be like. I mean, sometimes I work way over, sometimes I don't work as much, but I try to keep it as in time as I can. You got to have a social life, you got to have fun, you got to relax. But with this kind of job that I have, where I do web design for client work, I mean, I actually do client work web design. I don't know if you knew that or not. And I run my website, which isn't the most populated resource website in any way. I mean, it's not even, it's just a website I like to kind of work on here and there when I have time. So that kind of, all this kind of takes a back seat currently to my web design that I'm doing for clients, local clients, people I meet. I've done a few mechanics recently, a few car shops. I've done a few catering businesses, not just a couple, but like 3 or 4 over the past bit of time. And YouTube kind of comes second to that at the moment because it's not a priority when it comes to income. I'm not going to lie to you and say that I don't make money from YouTube. Everybody knows that a partnership with YouTube, it does produce income. So that's kind of like a big part of prioritizing the work I do. And I'm just being honest with you. I mean, that really does. If I'm going to spend working hours of my time doing something, it needs to be worthwhile, right? I'm not saying I don't love helping people. I hope I don't turn people against me for this, because I love helping people. But the reason I started this channel was for awfulmedia.com. I mean, it's a business in itself. It's a business. The website's a business. YouTube channel is a business. My work outside of that is also a business. And I'm trying to build YouTube up to where it can be my job. I can drop the web design, and I'll keep awfulmedia.com because that's kind of hand in hand with my YouTube channel. So I want to get YouTube to where it can be, full time pretty much. And that's a long way away, especially at the rate I've been going. So if I can start producing content at a much more convenient rate for you guys, like if you can expect a video to every couple of days, then I think you would support me a bit more. You would be more willing to come by, view, leave a comment. You'd be more engaged if you knew that I was going to release a new video tomorrow. And I'm thinking about taking up on that, kind of cutting back my other time and really focusing a bit more on YouTube because it has potential to be my full-time job. At the moment, I'm not going to, I mean, I'm making, fair money. I can't talk about it, but it's not horrible. It's just not, it doesn't really justify the time at the moment. Well, this month did because I didn't do much, which is, I'm so sorry for that. I should not have such a large time of absence without some kind of a warning or like, hey, I may not be around in the next month or so, but after that, we'll get back on track. But here we are, back on track. And all I can say is sorry about that. And all I can also say, apparently, that doesn't make any sense, but all I can also say is thank you so, so much. I mean, it means a lot that I have over 1,300 people that I'm teaching, teaching web development to. How cool is that? That I have, in a sense, these students that are really interested in learning web design. They want to be web developers that are just working on a personal business for themselves. They're working on just a personal blog or a website that they don't want to make money on. They just want to know how to do it themselves because they don't have the money to spend to have somebody make it for them. So they want to come and learn how to do it themselves. If I don't get to your emails and I don't get to your comments and I don't get to your messages, just know I'm not like, oh, reading your comment and then not replying. I'm just not getting to you yet. I will try to get to everybody. So that was a ramble and a half. I know some of you don't mind, some of you do mind, which is why I made it, I waited until the end of the video to ramble this time, so you can just kind of close out and do whatever. But if you made it to the end of the video, you're awesome, pretty much. I mean, no, you know that. You know you're awesome. If you made it to the end of the video, though, leave a comment below and talk about what you're wanting out of web design. Are you wanting it for a business? Are you wanting to be a web designer? Or you want to develop your own website for your business? Do you want a personal website where you can just kind of, blah, or you just want to learn something new? Do you want to be like, I can design a website, I can develop a website, I can do this? What is it you're in it for? So if you made it this far, let me know the answer to that question, what the answer for you is, and I will know you made it that far. And that'd be awesome to see, and you'll get a cookie. Kind of. So thank you, all 1,300 and so of you. Please, please, please stick around. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe if you haven't. There'll be more of this. But my videos aren't usually just, I'll teach you a couple seconds and then I'll talk for the rest. No, my videos are actually usually, we try to, get as much done as possible. But this one is a bit different because I've been away. That's it. I'm done talking. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Which will not be a month from now. I can promise you that. Thanks for watching.